ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGN, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at Noon.
Good afternoon and welcome to koolNews at Noon. Authorities arrested on Sunday, July 7 a high-value drug personality and recovered more than 2.7 million pesos worth of triple crystal meth in a bypass operation in Nambua town in Camarines Sur. In a B-related report on Monday, Brigadier General Andre Perez Luzon, Bicol Police Chief, said the suspect, identified only as Allah, age of 33, sold at 5:25 a.m. 400 grams of shabu to an undercover agent in Barangay Santa Cruz. The unsuspecting suspect was on the illegal drug watch list in the area. The suspect faced charges of violating the country's anti-drug law. The Philippine Air Force began sending its assets for the multilateral air drills in Australia this week. PAA spokesperson Colonel Maria Consuelo Castillo said their C-130 and C-295 cargo planes arrived in Darwin City on Sunday. Castillo said the aircraft carries essential equipment for the pitch black drills. 6 FA-50s, half of the fighter jets under the PAF's RNASO, are also expected to arrive in the following days. The deployment of which has been by Castillo as a monumental event, as this marks the first time the PAF the PAF deployed its fighter jet in the set drills. According to Castillo, the 3-week exercise, which will begin on July 12 and culminate on August 2, will include a wide range of tactical flying and large-scale operational collective training activities. Our involvement in this exercise is crucial to advancing our readiness, interoperability, and professionalism as an Air Force, Castillo said in a statement on Sunday. The Philippines and Australia have an existing visiting forces agreement, which is a comprehensive legal framework for the presence of one country's armed forces in the other. Australia also regularly conducts drills with the Philippines and is a regular observer of the Baliktaan exercise, the biggest annual war games conducted in the country. To date, the PAF currently uses 1,000 of the South Korean Good Light Combat aircraft after retiring its remaining fighters in 2005. They were acquired from Korea Aerospace Industries for 18.9 billion pesos during the administration of Benigno Aquino Jr. President Ferdinand Bobo Marcos Jr. also greenlighted plans to purchase multi-role fighter aircraft, according to Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romel Brunner Jr. A 24-year-old farmer died in a shooting incident on Sunday, July 7, that was described by police as a crime of passion in Lubang town in Quezon province. The Quezon police reported on Monday that an alas gym boy was buying cigarettes at a store in Barangay Kulapi at 3:20 p.m. when a certain Mark, age of 29, a construction worker, suddenly appeared and shot him twice in the head using a handgun. The assailant fled after the shooting. Jim Boy died while being taken to the nearest hospital. Police said the killing was motivated by a crime of passion love triangle. The victim was a lover of the live-in partner of the suspect, the report said. No other details were immediately available. Police launched a manhunt operation to arrest the killer. Senator Nancy Binay formally filed on Monday an ethics complaint against Senator Peter Catiano for allegedly resorting to name-calling and behaving disorderly during the chamber's proceedings. This is not just about me. I am a mother. I have children, and I know what they endured me when I know what they endured when he was attacking my family in 2015. During this time, I cannot let it pass anymore. Binay told reporters in an unabashed interview after she filed the complaint before the Senate panel on ethics. The charge was submitted days after the two senators exchanged barbs during the Senate panel on considering the supposedly ballooning cost of the new Senate building in Taguig. During the July 3 hearing, panel head Catiano insisted that the building's cost would total a whopping 23 billion pesos. Binay, on the other hand, cited the Department of Public Works and Highways data, pointing out that the establishment only costs around 21 billion pesos. This pronouncement prompted Catiano to claim that Binay was disrupting the hearing. Do you want to help or do you only want to interrupt this? Asked Catiano then. The heated exchange resulted in name-calling, personal attacks, and accusations, leading to claims that Binay was providing questions to some media practitioners to discredit her fellow senators. Catiano even reminded Binay that her first name is Lourdes and not Martites, a term widely used in the Philippines to describe gossip mongers. Binay, for her part, walked out of the hearing after she got the DPWH to categorically state that the cost of NSP is only 21 billion pesos and not 23 billion pesos. Catiano initially told Senate President Chis Escudero that there was a supposed dramatic increase in NSP's budget from an initial 8 billion pesos to a projected 23.3 billion pesos. Escudero subsequently ordered a review of NBS budget. Earlier, Binay wondered whether or not the issues haunting the NSP were a deliberate attempt to destroy the Senate. She also admitted to thinking that Catiano is only using the NSP as an issue to fill the Makati-Taguig feud, just like what the senator did in 2015. It reminds me of 2015. This is a replay of the 24 Senate hearings in 2015, said Binay then. We're only humans, and the wounds I thought were healed have reopened because I remember what they did to my family and how they destroyed our name, she added. Binay did not categorically state what incident in 2015 was similar to that of NSP, but Catiano was among the central figures in the chamber's prop of the Makati City Hall parking building in 2015. The parking building was a project of Binay's father, former Vice President Jejomar Binay, when he was still Makati mayor. Catiano meanwhile claimed that the building was overpriced. And very interesting results as more people are leaving Metro Manila, and we're going to explain why. When COVID-19 landed in the Philippines, nationwide lockdowns prompted many people in the National Capital Region to return to the province or places of origin outside the capital. Years into the new normal, even with restrictions lifted, people continued to leave the NCR for other regions. For decades before the COVID-19 pandemic, Filipinos from impoverished rural regions migrated to densely populated cities, particularly the capital, in search of better paying jobs and housing for a brighter future. Results from the 2018 National Migration Survey, 2018 MMS, which was conducted by the Philippine Statistics Authority and the University of the Philippines Population Institute, UPPI, identified NCR as the top migration destination region. This survey, which interviewed over 45,000 individual respondents 15 years old and over, found that NCR was also the most popular regional destination for first-time migrants. According to the research briefed by the UPPI, this pattern of individual migration or the movement of people with various regions in the country is commonly driven by economic reasons. 46% of Filipinos who moved from one city or municipalities within the country did so in search of employment, the study said. In addition, house-related reasons, for example, rental issues, bought a house, were the second most common reason cited by respondents, UPPI said. Other reasons for moving are related to life events such as education or marriage, it said, citing the 2018 NMS. In 2020, the government led by then President Rodrigo Duterte launched the Balik Probinsya Bangko Pag-asa program to decongest Metro Manila during the pandemic by encouraging people, including stranded workers, to return to their home province. However, even without the program, many workers affected by the pandemic's impact on NCR businesses had already moved back to their families outside the capital region. Years later, new data showed a continuous demand for housing in areas outside the NCR, with experts noting that these regions are thriving and keeping the property market active despite a slowdown in the capital. The latest data from the Bangko Sentro na Pilipinas revealed a rise in the residential real estate loans over the past year. However, the data also highlight a growing disparity between the number of loans granted in NCR and those in areas outside NCR since the pandemic began. From a peak of 57.4% in 2018, NCR's share of total RRELs fell to 30.5% by the fourth quarter of 2022, nearly 2 years into the COVID-19 pandemic. This decline continued into 2023, with NCR's share dropping further to 28.7% in the first quarter. By the second quarter of 2022, NCR no longer held the highest percentage of granted RRELs in the country. Calabarzon surpassed NCR with a 34.5% share compared to NCR's 34.2%. Calabarzon's share of approved loans continued to rise since then. Calabarzon's share reached as high as 34.5% in the first quarter of 2023. Other regions outside NCR, such as Central Luzon and Central Visayas, have also seen increases in the share of nationwide granted RREL since 2018. In the first quarter of 2023, Central Luzon accounted for 20.7% and Central Visayas for 6.3% of total approved RRELs. The 2018 NMS revealed that while NCR and Calabarzon were among the top regions for out-migration, they also ranked high in immigration along with Eastern Visayas, Bicol, and Davao. According to Lechu Property Consultants, a private real estate brokerage firm, the trend of migration to Calabarzon and other areas outside NCR has likely continued and grown following the pandemic. There is a widening gap between the number of loans granted in NCR and in areas outside NCR, which started during the pandemic, the private realty firm said. In 2023, 66% of RRELs were granted for new housing units in areas outside NCR, indicating the demand is continuing to move outside Metro Manila, it said. We will be continuing with our this report later when we return after this break. welcome back. Continuing with the report, figures for the first quarter of 2024 showed that Calabarzon continued to hold the largest share of granted RRELs in the country at 34%, followed by NCR at 26.3%. Central Luzon's share also increased to 30.3%. BSP reported that most of the RRELs granted in the NCR were for purchasing condominium units, while RRELs granted in areas outside the NCR were for purchasing single detached or attached houses. Chu noted that the limited ability and high prices of vacant land in the capital have propelled the rise of infrastructure and residential projects outside of the capital. Additionally, the lower land costs in these regions have facilitated the development of low-density horizontal projects such as houses and townhouses as opposed to the high-density high-rise condominium projects in Metro Manila that are designed to maximize space. The primary real estate company also explained that developers benefit from low-density projects outside NCR as they offer more flexibility in fund allocation, avoiding the need for high capital investments in tower projects. Projects outside Metro Manila tend to be more affordable for buyers and have more spacious residential units within township developments that offer the convenience of living in the larger city, which you said. Infrastructure developments enable these townships more connectivity with major cities and other township projects, it added. For architect Victoria Aliston, the experience of relocating from Metro Manila to the province provided significantly more value for money, offering a wide range of more affordable housing options. If you plan to rent, there are also more varied types of housing you can choose from with much lower rates compared to Manila, said Aliston. Whether you want a beach house, farmhouse, or even a resort cottage, you have a variety of housing options to choose from in the province, the architect said. Before the pandemic, people from various regions across the country moved to cities in the capital seeking better job opportunities and higher wages. What factors are now encouraging those who relocated outside NCR to stay and not return to the capital? Apotek Infra Capital previously observed that a primary reason for Filipinos migrating from NCR to the countryside could be the increase in high-quality job opportunities in those areas. Coupled with lower living costs, the availability of high-paying jobs outside of Metro Manila and Cebu has already attracted thousands of urban migrants back into their hometowns and the infrastructure city. I'm sorry, not city, company. The influx of talented working-age individuals, investors, and entrepreneurs to the province have, in turn, spurred local economic activity, further slowing down rural flight and attracting even more urban migrants to return, it added. Real estate brokerage and consultancy firm KMC Seville said last year that more business process outsourcing companies are eyeing province to build their office nets instead of locating in Metro Manila. In April, US-based process outsourcing BPO company OFNI announced plans to expand beyond Metro Manila. The company revealed it is exploring new locations in other regions, including Laguna in Calabarzon, where it recently opened its third site. Apotec Infra Capital also pointed out that the expansion of digital infrastructure in rural areas is another reason more people are moving out of NCR or settling in their hometowns outside the capital. This development has enabled more people, including immigrant knowledge workers, to perform their jobs from the comfort of their homes without needing to return or leave for NCR. Okay, there we go. So now let's look for another one. Here it is. Okay, we will have entertainment headlines now. So here it is. This Barbie is about to welcome her first baby. Barbie's lead star Margot Robbie is expecting her first child with her husband, actor and film producer Tom Ackerley, according to reports from U.S. media. Robbie's pregnancy was reported by U.S.-based entertainment publication People on Sunday, July 7, while citing multiple sources. While the couple has yet to address the actress' pregnancy, photos of the couple were while out on a date made rounds on social media, where Robbie was seen flattering her baby bump in a white crop tee. Robbie and Ackley tied the knot in December 2016 in an intermaid ceremony in Byron Bay, Australia. Prior to the special date, the couple didn't make their engagement public. The couple first crossed the paths in 2013 and on the set of the film Sweet Princess. They started dating a year later. In the May 2016 interview with Vogue, Robbie said she wasn't looking for a partner when she first met Ackley until her love for him wrapped up on her. We were friends for so long. I was always in love with him, but I thought, oh, he wouldn't never love me back. Don't make it weird, my god. Don't be stupid and tell him that you like him. And that it happened. I was like, of course, we're together. This makes so much sense the way nothing has ever made sense before, she was quoted as saying. Let's recap with the top stories for this hour. Over 27 million pesos of shabu seized in cameras stored by Box. Philippine Air Force gearing up for Australia air drills. Former dead in Quezon shooting over Law Triangle. Nancy B9 files ethics rep versus Alan Catiano. And in an in-depth report as why more people are leaving Metro Manila. And Margot Robbie is pregnant with her first child. And that is it for koolNews at noon. As always, you can send a news tip to us or feedback at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back with more headlines later with koolNews at 4 p.m. Until then, I am Aspir. Good afternoon.